Consciousness is a very interesting topic. It has become the buzzword today, but we are going to talk about consciousness, spirituality, and try to explain it all. So, we'll start with spirituality. Understanding spirituality, our convenient idea of spirituality. People follow different religions. Still, spirituality is around them, within them, and influencing them, whether we like it or not. Whether we are believers or non-believers, atheists or communists who are supposed to be non-believers in God, all exist and succeed equally across the spectrum of life. So spirituality, what is spirituality? As each one of us knows it within ourselves or understands it, we know it is essential for success, and in one way only. We think of it only as becoming closer to God. But I don't think so. So if not, what is? What are the spiritual qualities that bring us to higher levels of spiritual functioning? So some of the spiritual qualities, as per me, Anand Bapat, this is my definition, is trust, compassion, attitude, determination, perseverance, unconditional love, all being considered equal, etc. These spiritual qualities help us in understanding humanity, nature, and death. It also helps us understanding the God principle within us, whether we believe in it or not, because there are forces acting around us that convince us that a tree can grow from a seed or a sapling, and it can become a massive tree. How does all this happen? We grew from a single cell, 2 cells, to where we are today, a very complex machine. We have 5 different senses, we use them differently. Some are talented, some can dance, some can play sports better, some are very flexible. How does all this happen? Where does this come from? In humans, there is a natural desire to strive for betterment. It starts with the physical, mental, emotional, and ends up at the spiritual level if one chooses to grow that much. This is not order dependent, so you don't necessarily have to grow physically before you grow mentally, before you grow emotionally, before you grow spiritually. But there is definitely, on the path to spiritual growth at the higher levels, there is definitely a phase where you need to be physically strong, you need to be mentally stable, you need to be emotionally well under control without flying off the handle at times, and then the path to spirituality improves. Let us take the example of water. Water anywhere in the world wishes to join the ocean. So even though evaporated water from the oceans goes up and provides water through raining, it may fall anywhere on earth. I'm talking about the landmass. It could be in the high Himalayas, or it could be on the level playing fields of Mexico. But the whole aim of that droplet of water is to flow towards the ocean. That is the program that a water molecule comes with. There is an affinity for water to be part of the ocean, which is where it came from in the first place. So similarly, humans anywhere in the world wish to join, I'm using different words here, join the Atma, the Supreme Being, the Force, the oneness amongst us, the soul, etc., etc. So understanding the phenomena of one universal energy and not parts is something we need to understand. The Hindu tradition talks about infinity, and we are all part of that infinite energy of God, the Maker, the Force, the nature, whatever we might need to refer to it. And one of the things that it talks about is every living being has got the same quality of energy within us. Humans have that ability to manipulate and change it. So the true spirituality, we touch on the different spiritual qualities according to me. And I'm saying me because some people may refute it. We somehow are aware that there is a hidden force within us which brings life to our body and death on departure of that force. So we all know that while that force exists within us, we might call it energy, we might call it Atma, we might call it soul, we might call it anything. While it is with us, we are alive. When that force leaves us, we die. We have been unable to scientifically evaluate, isolate, or understand it fully. It is beyond the realm of today's scientific evaluation. But we do know that it exists. And we cannot overcome death, although attempts are being made to learn the same. Neither have we been able to create life, although we can foster it. We have understood that every particle has life. So, whether it's animate or inanimate, whether it's a piece of stone or a piece of metal, it is consisting of atoms, protons, electrons, which are in constant motion. What we consider inanimate also have movement happening of a very high order when we look at the atomic structure. Thus, we know that the cosmos is alive in a way. Ancient studies in all formats looks at the effects of forces and thus analyzed existence of the force. What we refer to as the force, or whether the God principle, whether it's Atma, soul, prana, chi, etc. We all are aware that we have some divine ability within us. Hence we are considered a part of divine, which is considered the whole. Every living creature has the same quality of the infinite energy. We cease to exist when that quality departs, referred to as energy at times. Humans are considered the highest in the evolutionary chain to date. Humans have the ability to direct their energies towards their wants and make choices. Instinctual needs are food, clothing, shelter, and propagation of species or reproduction. Once these aims are fulfilled, humans start looking towards higher possibilities. The goal then becomes unidirectional, looking for understanding the inherent life force within us. We all have qualities that we choose from: love, hate, jealousy, avarice, belonging, compassion, empathy, sympathy, anger, love, loneliness, social, pleasantness, unpleasantness, rudeness, being nice, being discriminative, etc. There's a whole range of them. I'm specifically referring to such behavior which has to come from the heart and not a gloss over superficially. So when we talk about love, if it is coming from the heart or if it's unconditional love, then that love has got a great power behind it. But if it's just a glossing, oh, I love you, darling, oh, I love you, honey, and if we just say that and we don't mean it, then that is what I refer to as superficiality. We touch, encourage, and grow these qualities, but overlook our life force development. When we start to reach out towards this life force, we find that some of the qualities that become essential on the path to enriching this force and identifying with it is developing true feelings of compassion, empathy, social service, soft-spokenness, unconditional love, non-discrimination, giving up material needs, etc. One way a lot of spiritual leaders have suggested is being conscious in every act you do at every moment of your life. conscious living is about focusing only on the act in progress with no past links or future concerns. That is when you become a person living in the moment. Because whatever you're doing, you're totally focused, totally zapped, and there is nothing to distract you from that aim. This may sound simple to do, but very difficult to achieve continuously day in and day out. For example, I'm presenting this scenario here, but somebody on the street makes a big noise. I may not show I'm distracted, but it has definitely crossed my mind and I have taken note of the fact that something has happened. The day I'm talking to you or presenting and nothing distracts me, that is living in the moment. Sadhguru refers to immense progress. Even if you can become totally conscious of your actions for 10% of your daily life, you have made great progress. So you can now judge from that how difficult it is. Such is the immense power of this life force when worked on to be understood and experienced. Again, let me recount. We cannot isolate it, see it or taste it. But we can experience it and see the benefits flowing from its effects. Most people who have experienced this increased awareness and link to the life force are astounded at this phenomenon. Different terms have been used: Kundalini release, Nirvana, peace, Shanti, chakras in sync, crown chakra activated, etc. Tranquility, peace descends upon you. Emotions do not arise. All around you is bliss. Life, death does not matter. You are now keen to help anyone, anytime, anywhere, in any way possible. So now we are talking about consciousness. So being conscious is an art or a skill to be cultivated. This development requires the correct attitude, environment, dedication, perseverance, attitude, focused learning and practice, working with gurus, and sheer hard work. I will repeat it again. This development requires the correct attitude, environment, dedication, perseverance, positive attitude, focused learning and practice, working with gurus, and sheer hard work. Some of the gifted ones have this ability from an early age and can grow faster than others, similar to all other achievements in life. As most of us have witnessed examples of the Ambanis, Edisons, Tesla, Tatas, Adi Shankara, child prodigies, etc. So we definitely suggest grow your consciousness. So now to sum up, we spoke about spiritual qualities. We talked about the inherent life force in every particle, living and non-living, as we consider living and non-living. Identification with the life force, developing the life force, the art of consciousness and living consciously, difficulties of conscious living path, the effects and the benefits of conscious living, and uniting with the life force. So the take-home message about consciousness and spirituality is that spirituality and consciousness is something we can grow, something we can develop, and if we are in a position to do so, then we can actually make ourselves grow better and improve our lives. Finally, a bit about us. We have never talked about Health Siren. And here I'm going to introduce the team that has been working day and night for the last 7-8 months to help us achieve the goal of delivering this series to you. The team at Health Siren, with the major work being done by Kapil Budawat and able assistance from Vaishali Khade and Mayur Chauhan, has been delivering yeoman service behind the scenes to provide these videos on the platform of Health Siren. Let us give the whole team a great thanks for their patience and perseverance over the past year in bringing this series to your doorstep. So till the next series, we wish you goodbye and good health to all. Thank you very much for your cooperation. We will finish with a small information about Health Siren. If you wish to donate, feel free to contact us. We will see you in the next series and we'll keep you posted about developments as the new series comes about. Thank you very much. Goodbye and have a great day.